Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Europeaners podcast. My name is Trevor. Here I'm with my best pal, Brock.
It's so funny.
You're funny. You're fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. How you doing?
I'm doing good. This is our second take doing this.
Take
We were doing good on the first take.
How's this
just
take
ended
going?
it. This take's going good. I'm
This
sorry.
take's going really well.
It's going.
What do you think? Let me know in the motherfucking comments.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
We shouldn't swear this soon in.
No, but honestly, whatever. I mean, the YouTube gods are going to do whatever they do. They're going to smite us down with their wrath. Yeah, but meanwhile, like, children can be abused on the other YouTube channels, and they just kind of get away with it. So it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
But like, like
vlogs.
those family vlogs, those things are really creepy. Yeah.
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 Vlogs in general can be weird.
They are weird. Like, do we really need to have such a window inside of people's personal lives? Because damn well outside of that, it's not nearly as good or polished as they might make it seem to be.
Unless
right?
you're always vlogging.
And that's the thing is, like, some of these family channels, they kind of like, they know, like, the parents know that they're nothing without like as soon as their kid grows up, like, people are gonna lose interest, type of thing. Like my kid is cute, so I'm gonna like kind of like capitalize. That's my meal ticket type of thing.
I watch the ones where it's like a person talking to themselves, and those are
fine. just like the one person.
Yeah, I think those
not
are
like
okay.
a family vlog.
Maybe an occasional. I'm going to a party. We're gonna see some people. Like, but it's like it's when it's like so much. Like, if it's a balance, that's okay.
Yeah.
But like, man, I tried to do that at one point.
Yeah.
But then I decided I just wanted to do the talking thing because I didn't want to like shove a camera in like my people.
Well, I know when you were doing
faces.
your thing, it was a little bit more like there was more into it, like food reviews, and like you had a twist to it and things like that too.
Yeah, I wanted it to be more of a like a show versus like a here's a window into my life, because I don't know, I just didn't. Not everyone's comfortable, and then I also didn't. I'm not the person who can like be walking down the street with the camera,
that'd be
like,
weird.
Yo, what's up? We're especially maybe if I lived in New York or something where that's like normal,
pretty normal. If
like here, it'd be like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Dude.
I'm trying to enjoy my walk, and you're out here talking to who?
Right.
Like, no one cares.
Nobody gives a shit. Yeah.
But I think Casey Neistat, man, he even said like his vlog like it really fucked with him. Like,
I can see
as
that.
far as like him just wanting to capture every genuine moment with his family and then turning the camera off. He's like, okay, I gotta go to work. He did that for like over a year, every day, and then uploaded every day.
I'm sure it would wear on
and
you.
And he was like the best at it.
Yeah.
Like, no one's better than him. At, like, doing that and like holding that fucking 11-pound rig of a camera
while you're like on an electric board.
Boarding. Yeah. It should have ended there.
Yeah. I think that, and like, you hear a lot anymore about like these parasocial relationships that people develop with people online. And it's like, a lot of those family channels, like, I've heard like a lot of the people that watch them are like a lot of older women and older people who kind of like vicariously.
That's cute.
It is. It's kind of sad at the same time too. Yeah. But it is kind of sweet in a way. But like these children, they just grow up with a camera in their face, and like, I don't know, that's strange to me.
And they're always on their cell phones, like, not looking at what's going on in front of them. Back when we were kids,
right? Yeah, back when we were talking about that a little bit earlier, but no, I think we got into this. As far as like, the gods of YouTube, what they do and don't allow on the platform or other platforms, but
well, they're like, this is wrong,
right?
But it's not wrong enough, and it's also getting a lot of ad revenue for us. So like, can we try to work this out, maybe?
Right.
Unless you're iDubbbz, then they're just like, we're gonna cut that video.
It is also kind of an interesting thing getting used to like sitting, especially by yourself. When it's two people able to have a conversation, it makes it a lot easier than just being by yourself talking to a camera.
Yeah,
it's kind of, there's a build up to that. It's pretty difficult. I've tried, and unless it's scripted, it can be pretty difficult just to be off the cuff just with a camera.
Yeah,
but
I feel that. Yeah, because I've watched my videos and I just don't always think it's me.
Yeah, it feels like it's just a shell of who you are.
It's just this proper guy, but then I come here and talk to you, and I feel like
you're more yourself type of thing, or
because I think you feed off each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, where I'm like looking at this like camera, it's like dead silent. I'm like, today we're gonna paint.
Yeah.
There's some genuine moments like when you actually get into it and you forget you're filming, but like also to like you don't just talk out loud.
Right.
Well, sometimes I do, but like I don't know. It's you don't forget that how formal it is.
Right.
You're like, well, I need to explain what I'm doing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is interesting, but
then I just ran out of ideas to go back to. So
yeah, it's a job. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like people shit on people who do that type of stuff. Like I couldn't do a one per man vlog thing. No, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I remember there was a time, and you kind of remember too, when I was trying to do like a video game thing, and like even that was like
that's a lot of editing
and work and like time put into it. So it's like people are like, you just sit down and record like video games, and it's a lot more than that, really, truthfully. And it takes a lot of stepping outside of your comfort zone, and like it just took up too much time and energy for me. And
I slowly, like over the course of the videos, like I had like 3 cameras at one point, different angles. Well, I don't know why. Then I'd like color grade it, and then like towards the end, it's like one camera, and I just like zoom in when I wanted to, and there was just like I don't know, because I don't know the amount of effort when you're starting out required to like is not it's not always met by the amount of views you get. So is it worth putting all that time into all that?
Right.
And you look at your favorite YouTubers who like had 240p quality when they started out.
Pushing P's, yes.
Pushing P, yeah. Cap. And then no cap. And like they got views because they had content, but I think when you like look up, how to start a YouTube channel, they're like, well, you need a DSLR, you need to get Premiere, and then you need to learn Premiere. But like none of the guys who came up like were that good at like the videos. They just like had content, and then you kind of lose like, what am I actually filming? Seems to like take a backseat to like all the editing you do to make yourself look good.
Yeah. I really like our setup and how it's kind of bare bones, kind of like what it's really kind of piecemeal, like what I have at my disposal and put together and throw together, right? Like
we need to barrage listeners or viewers with content that's quick to upload.
Yeah. And the editing, honestly, it's pretty streamlined with the setup that we have. Really, the only thing I have to do is
not delete shit.
I wish I still had my my bruh button. I'll have it next time, but I don't have it right,
man.
Bruh, but
we've all done that too.
The only difficult thing to do right now is align the audio with the video that we record. But other than that, no, it's pretty streamlined, and I might even find a way to be able to not have to even go about it. But
yeah, it works, man.
No, I think it's okay, and I have fun with it. And this is the type of work that I kind of wanted to get into originally, but it's fun to do as a hobby.
Yeah,
for sure.
Probably more fun.
Yeah, and it's a fun experiment. I'm pretty stoked about how long we've been able to make this last so far.
Yeah,
I know there's been weekends where I've been like, fuck it, I don't really feel like doing it, and then you come back with, well, I'm already on my way, or I'm like that was today, literally today. I did take a couple ibuprofen because I did have a headache, but I feel better. I'm glad that we're doing this now. I'm glad that we got that this figured out today.
Yeah.
And but there are definitely times where I'm just like, man, I just don't really want to do it this week or do it and then like we do it, and then it's like, okay, cool, that was fun, and we got it done, and we're just kind of keeping it going. So we've only missed 1 week so far.
Yeah,
and we started this in August, which is crazy. Like late August, I think, and then like kind of early-ish September. I think our first episode was like late August. I mean, so
yeah, don't listen to that.
Don't listen to those. they're pretty shit. And I thought this is great. But
we at least have our faces and music is playing.
Yeah, I got some music playing. And that's probably
step,
that'll probably be a thing for a while since we're still pretty small. So
yeah, just send us money if you want to pay us.
Yeah, maybe we'll make a Patreon or something. But
just Venmo me.
We did get another subscriber. We are at 15 now on YouTube.
Hell yeah!
So I thought that was pretty sweet, opening up the YouTube today and seeing that. So thank you to our new subscriber. Hopefully,
bless your heart.
Yeah, bless your heart. Hopefully you enjoy listening to us. And your brother-in-law sent us a pretty funny comment. Apparently he wants to get on the show and just listen to music and act like he doesn't know anything about it or something. Or what was his comment?
He wanted to listen to something that we wouldn't cover.
Yeah.
Which we cover everything on Earbuds.
Yeah.
So pay more attention, Mark.
Yeah, Mark.
Nothing's out of scope.
Yep.
And then something about like calling us boomers and shit and acting like he's like saying shit like no cap. And
so he wants to act like a Zoomer.
He wants to act like a Zoomer.
And we're boomers. He's older than us.
He is older, yeah.
That's interesting.
Maybe not in spirit, though.
Not in spirit.
Maybe
okay.
not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like Mark. Mark, you're cool.
Yeah, Mark can come on.
Mark, absolutely. You're welcome on the show. Yeah. Even if you want to pick an album, honestly, you're always welcome.
I do think it'd be more fun to torture Mark with an album for
torture Mark for a week.
Yeah. Yeah. That fucking noise shit you were playing.
Oh my God. So yeah, I honestly think that recording, so I accidentally found a project on my music here, and I think it was a recorded feedback loop I made to test the ping, and got a fuzz on my hat, but
I thought it was a new Merzbow record.
So I blasted my headphones with it.
That sounds sick, man.
Yeah,
How'd
man.
you make that?
But anyways, no, I've said it before and I'll say it again, but this has just been kind of fun for me because, since we do live so close together, and even if that is the case, my worry is that, we wouldn't see each other. But no, honestly, it's been awesome being able to talk to you in face to face for the last 7 months. It's been really cool. It's been awesome being able to see you as frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
All of that.
All of that.
Yeah. Get over here.
No. Do you have anything? Do we have any stuff to look up to show, or any funny bits or anything to look at before we jump into the music today?
I don't have anything ready. I was looking for something earlier, couldn't find it, but
nothing.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything really funny that I've seen recently. Again, it's just been another busy week for me. Just the wife and I just getting ready for a baby. We got new windows put in this week, so the house is it just looks nicer. The rooms that we put the windows in. We put new windows in the nursery. The windows that were in there were old windows. So they were the old kinds with the pulleys and the cables that you have to pull the cables to get the window to go up, and those cables were severed. They were completely cut. So if you lift the window up, it would slam down wherever you pulled it up to. So we had a crowbar kind of in there to hold it open when we needed to. So,
oof.
Baby guillotine, right?
Yeah.
It goes. Guillotine. Yeah, but it was a baby guillotine. So we got new windows in there, so they stay up and it's nice. So we sanitized all the nipples for the bottles and the bottles. Yeah. Rubber nipples. Do you have any size for walrus?
Call the police. Oh, wow.
Okay. All right. So let's just go ahead and jump into today's music. So this is the Ear Burners podcast. Today I decided to listen to Plastic Beach by the Gorillaz. So let's go ahead and roll the music.
For a second, I thought you weren't going to roll the music. I was going to be so pissed.
You're going to be pissed at me?
I
went through all that
time on the intro.
Yeah. I figured it out.
I was going to let it happen to you.
So Brock wants me to make a version of that that's just ear rape distorted. So I might
make the drums just start
just all over the place.
Like the end of a Nirvana concert or
Let's
something.
make it sound like I'm making a monkey beat.
Yeah.
And then Grandma falls down the stairs again. Anyways, today we listened, this week we listened to Plastic Beach by the Gorillaz, which I was mentioning last episode is a springtime, getting into May, late April, seasonal favorite of mine. I don't know. It's more of a summery kind of album, but for me, this is kind of like the time I listen to it, like when it's kind of like misty out, where it's rainy but kind of warm. It's been fucking windy here lately, though, man. Like windy as hell.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, this is one of my favorite early of the year albums. So Gorillaz, Plastic Beach. So Brock, you were telling me that you didn't know up until today or recently this week that Damon Albarn of Blur is actually one of the brain parents of this project.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I think I knew that at one point and had forgot it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So then I went and listened to a little Blur and I was like, oh yeah, that is the guy's voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you don't totally think about the two at the same time.
Right. So
the Gorillaz.
I think it's been a few years.
Did you know it's
now.
one guy making the music? It's just one gorilla.
Oh, is it Kevin Parker?
Yeah.
Is it Kevin Parker from Tame Impala? Did you know that's one guy?
I've never heard of.
Do you even fucking know who Kerry King is?
I thought Kerry King was in Tame Impala.
So yeah, Gorillaz are an English virtual band. So that was the thing. Like that was like their huge thing is that like back in the day, nobody really knew who. Like there was some mysterious mystery behind it. They're kind of enigmatic in that way. In that their live shows were like these robotics and animatronics, and you have your different characters. You have 2D, you have Noodles, I believe. You have I forgot the green guy's name. Russ, I think, is one of them. But yeah, so you got these characters, and it's kind of like a comic book thing. So Gorillaz is created by Damon Albarn, again of Blur, and Jamie Hewlett, who is an artist, and they came together to kind of make this this project, which is really cool. I love the art. I love the art of the characters themselves and of everything else kind of leading up to this point and then after. So let me read some more from here. I'm just on their Wikipedia. So let me pull this up. The band primarily consists of 4 animated members. Yep, 2D, which is the vocals and keyboards. He's our blue guy. The guy with the he's just whites of his eyes. Murdoch is the bassist. So he's kind of the bad boy of the band. He's the green dude. Noodle. Yep. So that's the girl. She plays keyboards and vocals. Russ, which is Russell Hobbs, who plays the drums. So
Russell Hobbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never dove into the lore.
Yeah.
But fun fact, I think the Gorillaz Demon Days album was like the first CD I got or someone got for me.
Oh, really? Did you like Demon Days?
Yeah, I did listen to it a lot as a kid. And I think I got like Move Along by All American Rejects after. And
I think Demon Days
after.
I mean, Demon Days would have been another big pick for me for the Gorillaz. I do love a lot of tracks. It's a good album. It's
more in your face than Plastic Beach. It's like Demon Days is I agree. I don't know. Plastic Beach is the introspective album for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Demon Days has some of my favorite Gorillaz tracks on it. Dirty Harry,
man. I listened to that the other. I went through and listened to this, and then good chunk of the first album because I hadn't really spent a lot of time with that.
Is that the one with Clint Eastwood on it?
Yeah, but mostly it's like really rock oriented. Yeah, like and I thought that was really odd. Like,
yeah, it is. Yeah,
just seeing the direction they've gone since then. But it was pretty
more
cool.
Electronic, but
it definitely doesn't have like that
Feel Good Inc. You can't go wrong with that. Yeah. Right.
The first album doesn't have like as much quirkiness.
Right. The first one doesn't. It's not nearly as quirky as like you get into Demon Days, and the Demon Days has a lot of quirkiness to it as well.
And then knowing he was in Blur, like and then the first album, like it seems like a bridge where if that was missing, you'd be like, wow, that all the way to Demon Days. Whoa, that's crazy.
Right. And then you like you said, you kind of realize, okay, this is Damon Albarn from Blur, and then you listen to some Blur and you realize, there's some goofy stuff that happens.
Right?
There.
Like
that it was Damon.
Like
I mean, the voice. I mean, it would be hard. Like once you piece it together, because the voice is so spot on Damon, right?
Right.
Like if you listen to Feel Good Inc., right, and you listen to the singing in that, and you listen to it's probably more of the singing, I would say, in Plastic Beach. It's characteristically his voice, right?
But do you think someone picked up the first album and was like, yeah, that's Damon Albarn?
I can't remember if it was kept that well in secret.
Slipknot. The Stone Sour guy sounds a lot like Corey Taylor.
So musician Damon Albarn and comic artist Jamie Hewlett met in 1990 when guitarist Graham Coxon, a fan of Hewlett's work, asked him to interview Blur, which Albarn and Coxon had recently formed. The interview was published in Deadline magazine, home of Hewlett's comic strip Tank Girl. Hewlett initially thought Albarn was RC and a wanker. He was Aussie and a wanker. And despite
that's not good for American listeners. That's an insult.
It's like being an asshole and acquaintances.
Probably is a wanker.
Yeah, they often did not get on, especially after Hewlett began seeing Coxon's ex-girlfriend, Jane Oliver. Despite this, Albarn and Hewlett started sharing a flat on Westbourne Grove in London in 1997. Hewlett had recently broke up with Oliver, and Albarn was at the end of his highly publicized relationship with Justine Frischman of Elastica. The idea to create Gorillaz came about when Albarn and Hewlett were watching MTV. Hewlett said, if you watch MTV, I'm not going to do an accent. Okay. If you watch MTV for too long, it's a bit like hell. There's nothing of substance there. So we got this idea for a virtual band, something that would be a comment on that. Albarn recalled the idea similarly, saying this was the beginning of a sort of boy band explosion, and it just felt so manufactured. And we were like, well, let's make a manufactured band, but make it kind of interesting. The band originally identified themselves as Gorilla, and the first song they recorded was Ghost Train, which was later released as a B-side on their single Rock the House. The band's visual style is thought to evolve from the 16s, a rejected comic strip Hewlett conceived with Tank Girl co-creator Alan Martin. Although not released under the Gorillaz name, Albarn has said that...
I read that and I thought of Tub Girl.
Oh, God, no. Why did you make me think of that? I sent you that, didn't I? Oh, God. That was some vile shit I sent you.
I read this and I was like, what?
Anybody else?
I was an artist?
Don't Google Tub Girl. If you've seen Tub Girl, you know the pain. It's terrible.
Oh, my God.
Gun to my head. Gun to my head, I think Clint Eastwood by the Gorillaz is probably a song that I could sing almost every word to if I had to. It's one of my favorite songs.
Every word.
Almost.
I remember a drunk you.
Oh yeah.
I had put that song on in some playlist, and you're like, "What the fuck? Are you fucking serious?" And then you just rapped the whole thing.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I can rap the whole song of Clint Eastwood by the Gorillaz.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yep, I've done it. I can do it.
Do it now. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's fine.
Well, I'm happy. I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine.
I just like to say the chorus, but just say in a bag after every line. I'm in a bag.
I'm in a bag.
Yeah, just over and over, like that Mom Spaghetti
I'm useless, version of... but not for long. The future is coming on. Yep. All right. But
Demon Days.
I like Dare on this too. Dare is a lot of fun. Do you know this track? It's Dare.
Yeah.
So the funny story behind this song is that the guy that says there in such a thick British accent, so it sounds like he's saying dare. So they changed the song to Dare instead of It's There, I think is what it was.
That's funny.
Because he says, yeah, I could play the intro of it, but it's coming up. Yeah, because he's supposed to be saying it's there, but I
didn't know that.
It's there. Monkey. Yeah, I love that. I love that track. It's such a fun track. But we're not here to talk about Demon Days.
No, we're not, are we?
We're here to talk
we're here
about
for Plastic Beach.
Beach? Beach. What's a beach?
Shut up.
Shut up.
That's what it is.
Plastic Beach. So Plastic Beach, I agree with you. It's a more subdued, probably more kind of relaxed album compared to that.
But also depressing.
There's some depressing stuff in here. Melancholy Hill,
the
Broken.
whole concept is like sad.
Well, yeah, the earth is decaying and corrupted, and
the only hope is that the animals seem to enjoy the garbage piles.
Yeah, that is kind of true. Yeah,
this ecosystem is learning.
Yes, it's learning. There are some tracks on here I would say that are pretty. They like Rhinestone Eyes is a heavy bop. Stylo. Oh my God, have you seen the music video to Stylo?
Bruce Willis.
It's so.
You showed that to me.
I did show that to you.
We were drunk.
My God.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard that song. That was a long time ago.
Stylo.
Yeah, I knew more songs than I thought I did off this album.
Yeah, I gotta pull that up now because it's such a fucking awesome.
Especially this sad news of Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Dementia.
So, what was it?
Well, he's retired from filming because he's developing dementia.
I don't think it was dementia. I think it was a rare brain thing.
Oh, really?
It affects speech, I think. I don't know if it was
some article I read.
I don't think it might be some form of dementia, but I'm not entirely sure.
I guess it made it really hard for him to be on set.
Yeah, because what is the disease that he was diagnosed with? He was aphasia diagnosis, a language disorder caused by damage to the areas of the brain responsible for expression and comprehension. I guess it's fairly common, actually. I said rare, but I think it is fairly common.
That's sad.
So I don't think it's the same aphasia. Let me see. Aphasia, and I'm not trying to like say you're in the wrong. I just want to see if.
Well, I mean, I'm not
aphasia
wrong.
and dementia.
The article's wrong. I'm the messenger.
Aphasia and dementia. Is aphasia associated with dementia? People with most common types of dementia, such as Alzheimer's disease and vascular dementia, usually have a mild form of aphasia. So it sounds like aphasia can be a symptom of dementia.
Oh, it's like, okay, so maybe they were just wrong in like
could be
how they
could
worded
be
it.
Because I don't think he's going into dementia. I think he's just developing.
And I'll be honest. I read a headline.
Oh, okay.
So they probably threw in the word people know.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah. So let me gear this up. So Stylo, I guess, is kind of where we're starting here. It's one of my favorite off this album. How do you like Stylo?
It's good. It's a lot of different shit piled together that somehow works.
Yeah. The lore of this, I think, is that like somehow it's in there's another music video off this album that kind of explains what happens. Noodle is replaced by the cyborg thing robot, and then the real Noodle.
Real vehicles, right?
I think there was some moments of CGI in there.
Like in the car, it's CGI.
Yeah,
but
there's actually a behind the scenes of this, like showing how they mounted the cameras to each vehicle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I know they were doing that like song machine thing.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Last year, I think it came out. I heard that's pretty good. Like
there was that one track, 2018, when we went to see Dead and Company at Alpine. Was that 18?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. There was that one song that they released that I thought was really good. It was like a nice summer bop.
Yeah, because they had I think Humans was like 2017, and then they had wasn't the Here Now, was it?
I think it was. Yeah,
that came out later. I remember it wasn't like, it didn't feel super like Gorillaz, but it was okay. It was better than the previous album.
Yeah, there were some moments in Humans that I liked, and there were some moments that were like I could pass.
Yeah, it was like they took this Plastic Beach idea of features, and they like kind of went a little too
wonky maybe
with it, or like just like not cohesive in the way that Plastic Beach is.
Yeah,
because it's hard to like have that many features and then keep it consistent.
Right. So this is the Humans. One song on here that I really Saturn's Bars is a fucking bop. That's a good song. Featuring Pop Can. So that's a good song. Saturn's Bars. Danny Brown is on this.
I remember you had played this for me when you were driving me home.
Andromeda
I was
is a good
very
one.
drunk, and I remember I was
playing you like Plastic Beach, I think.
I think you played Humans though, because I remember making fun of it and like singing one of the songs. Like it just I don't know. I took a Snapchat of it.
Well, yeah,
but
you were so bad that night. Dude.
Yeah, that was a bad night.
That was a bad night for Brock.
Or a good night. I don't know how you.
Andromeda is good. It's a nice.
I wouldn't do it again.
Andromeda's a bop. And then 2 songs in here I like have to be Saturn's Bars.
Only like 10 Crown Royal shots, so
yeah, just 10. So Plastic Beach. So 2010, and so it starts off with this orchestral intro, which is kind of a nice startup into kind of the feel of the album. Kind of like it kind of takes you on a ride that you're kind of in a island type of thing, and that's what I like about this album. There's kind of a hints of that throughout every track, even Empire Ants. Like even in the beginning of that, has feelings of like the type of music you'd hear like swaying on a beach, things like that. The orchestral pieces in here are actually pretty interesting, I have to say, and they actually have brass ensemble, a hypnotic brass ensemble that features on some of these tracks, which is pretty cool. And I think that's one of the things that's awesome about the Gorillaz is that they get a whole bunch of artists together. It's basically a collaboration project of Damon and a lot of different creators and artists and it's really cool who he gets to throw together.
It's all those industry connections he got.
He does,
in the 90s.
Yeah. So, for instance, like this next track has Snoop Dogg on it.
You might know him from such albums as The Chronic.
Or,
Where he is never listed on it.
The Shiznit.
Or at least on the songs.
Or Doggy Style.
Doggy Style, yeah.
Yep, Doggy Style. So, Welcome to the World of Plastic Beach. This song kind of makes me laugh when I hear it. Just because...
It feels like a second intro to the album.
Yeah, it's like an intro to the intro.
But this is a real orchestra or ensemble.
Yeah.
Right? That's cool.
Boom,
wondering how he did it so.
Yeah. I love how chill this is.
I couldn't help but get MGMT vibes, and I don't know, like...
I can see a little bit of that too, yeah.
I can see MGMT, or like Plastic Beach being kind of influenced by the first MGMT album, but then later MGMT being influenced by this album.
Okay, I could see that. They kind of... I was listening to some tracks on this, like, okay, this sounds like it could have been like the week that we listened to Little Dark Age.
Yeah,
I think one track...
The closest comparison we probably covered
Glitter Freeze is kind of a...
Yes.
Glitter Freeze is an interesting one, and then going back down to like... to Binge and Plastic Beach, kind of down in this area here.
Yeah, for sure.
It's interesting for sure.
I don't know if that actually was the case, or if those bands ever... I'm sure MGMT listens to Gorillaz, but the Damon Albarn get influenced by them. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know that, but... Yeah, I love when the brass kicks in on this. Yeah, it's such a nice, calming beat. Yeah. Welcome to the world of the Plastic Beach. It's so awesome to have him on this. It's a fun track. It's not one that I just put on just to listen to this one, but
I was gonna ask, like, this is one of your favorite albums. Like, I was gonna ask if you like.
I don't just go
the
to
concept
this album
of like
just
no
listen to
skips albums,
right?
Yeah, this would be hard because it's like a cinematic type.
I like listening to it from start to finish, but if I'm just going to this album just to pick a track to listen to, I'm picking the bops. I'm not picking just the in betweens, right?
Yeah.
But it is a fun experience to have to start this from start to finish for sure.
Yeah.
So like this sometimes I like this beat. Maybe there's a time where I'm just like, I'm really feeling like just something like that.
Because it's like pretty singular as far as like what it's doing throughout the song.
Mm-hmm.
There's not like a definitive chorus to like,
right.
Or hook to latch onto.
Yeah.
It's a mood setter.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. And it's fun and it sounds, it's a good track.
Yeah.
White Flag is interesting.
Yeah, that one, it's got the little instrumental at the beginning.
The Kano and the National Orchestra for Arabic music. Because it does have kind of an Arabic, feel to it. But it's really pretty. I like the flute and everything. My mom, she still plays flute from time to time, but she's a wonderful flute player. And it kind of took me back to listening to her practice.
A flautist?
A flautist, yes.
Yes. Flout.
And I like how it kind of picks up into this kind of cool, this here.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering who composed this. If
you think Damon Albarn did?
I don't know if he composed it. I don't know if the orchestra did
song
or
2.
Yeah.
Why couldn't he do this?
That's a good point. Should we give some background on Blur for those who don't know Blur or are having a hard time putting together?
No, I'm a fucking idiot.
Blur was another band like in the 90s.
Doing it anyway.
They had a long time battle against another
like Oasis but better.
Oh, they're better than Oasis.
Yeah.
Fuck Oasis.
Fuck Oasis and fuck your Wonderwall.
Yeah, dude, fuck Wonderwall.
Yeah, that's a dog shit song.
You fucking Champagne Supernovas.
So melodramatic. Like, grow up, fucking white privilege piece of shit.
And you get Blur that, me and Jordan.
I don't mean that.
We love this show on Netflix, and we're waiting for the second 2. It's, I think it's playing in the BBC, but it's Dairy Girls. Have you heard of it?
I love Dairy Girls.
Oh, it's so fucking good. The soundtrack for that show, the music they choose is so great. And time to time, they pick a Blur track to play in the background. So, like, one of them they pick is Boys and Girls.
Yeah.
I love that track. It's from Park Life.
Uh-huh.
Boys who like girls, who like boys, who like girls.
I'm trying to remember when they played that in the show. But
there was a scene when Aaron is accusing the Ukrainian of being a prostitute.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you taking all this money? That was a terrible accent. And it's like, we're saving up money to pay her for throwing us such an awesome party.
Yeah.
But now she knows we're getting her a gift, so you ruined the surprise and accused me of being a prostitute. And then it starts playing Blur in the background. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know that episode. When's season 3 coming out?
Oh man, I can't wait.
It's the last one too.
I can't wait.
They're ending it.
I'm glad you like Dairy Girls. When did you watch it?
I like last.
We just rewatched it recently.
Summer.
It's such a good show.
Yeah.
I love Sister Susan.
I like the priest guy who has the
nice hair.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
James, why do you have to be such a dick? Why did they?
Oh, and so this song.
Yeah, sorry.
This song.
Watch Dairy Girls,
Blur's
guys.
a
This is a
band.
hoot. So it goes into this interesting beat. This is a monkey beat.
Yeah, it's a monkey beat.
Monkey. It's just kind of an interesting track. Again, not one that I would ever just kind of go to listen to. I'm not a big fan of it, honestly. It's not my favorite on the album. I like the orchestral part better than I like the actual like rap part in it.
Yeah, it's fun when you're in the mood.
Yeah. Yeah. I like how they morph these two different things together in such an interesting way.
They do a lot. Like Stylo is like a perfect morph. Too.
Yeah. Stylo is a nice morph. And then Rhinestone Eyes. I guess
you might have heard this track.
You might have heard this track
from such.
Honestly, when they made this album, I think Damon was banking on this one being the biggest hit from this album. That this was actually going to be the track that was going to be the most favorable to be outshined, and then it was outshined by Melancholy Hill, on Melancholy Hill being the most popular track from this album. I believe Damon thought that Rhinestone Eyes would actually be more beloved.
I think that's my preferred.
Rhinestone?
I think so.
I like Rhinestone Eyes.
They're both really good.
Yeah.
They're both interesting because they don't have like a strong lyrical like melody to the chorus. It's more music based.
Very much music based.
Especially compared to like Feel Good Inc. and Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
So like it's almost like there's no lyrics on the Rhinestone Eyes. Like he just says like
kind of mumbles.
But it's like dun, 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 dun. Like that's the
it's a hook.
That's the hook. It's not his words doing it.
And they both have very opposing feels as far as tracks go. So Rhinestone Eyes is more menacing. It's more it kind of has this kind of like dark sound to it. Mm-hmm. And then you're on Melancholy Hill, which kind of has this happy, somber kind of. It's on Melancholy Hill is more of it's a futuristic Beatles song.
Wow.
Do you feel that? Melancholy Hill could have been a Beatles song if the Beatles had come out later in life.
Yeah,
I get a lot of Beatles vibes from. I mean,
we would have canceled the Walrus because of John, but
yeah, the Manatee, the Walrus. Like there's some parallels I feel like with on Melancholy Hill, and we'll get to that maybe in a bit.
Did I send you that picture from Facebook where like John Lennon changed his Facebook profile picture and someone said, "I didn't know they had Wi-Fi in hell."
God. Man, you sent me.
He beats his wife, guys.
Well, he did.
He did beat his wife.
He wasn't a great guy. I think you could look back at a lot of them and say, like, I think Ringo.
They're probably all terrible.
I think Ringo's probably the pure one, I'd say.
Yeah, Paul McCartney got replaced by a
he's a body double.
He's like Avril Lavigne, but they did a better job with him.
Yeah,
yeah. No one's caught on to that one.
And George has been
rest in peace, Avril
George
Lavigne.
has been gone for a very long time. I think he
George was enlightened. I think he Obi-Wan Kenobi'd.
Yeah, you think he's a Force ghost?
I think he's a Force ghost. Yeah, if you hear some of the shit he used to say about like Buddhism, like he was like so woke.
That's good.
Like, he was like, I'm transcending this body. Like he got shot though, didn't he?
That was
I think John Lennon.
John Lennon was shot.
Yeah, shocker. Surprised someone's pissed off at John Lennon.
I thought
it was like a fan though. It was like one of those weird like I love you so much I'm gonna kill you type.
It was very much that. Was it Jared Leto who played that in a role? The fan that killed John Lennon.
I'm sure he had the best accent.
Oh God,
whatever movie.
It was in America, I think. He was shot in America.
Morbius is one of the movies in cinema history.
No, okay,
no,
it's one of the movies
in cinema history.
It's one of the movies. But I don't remember how George Harrison passed away. Maybe I can Google it real quick. Is it worth it?
Doesn't matter. No, don't.
No, I'm doing it.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Trevor.
I'm doing it.
Don't do it.
I'm doing it.
You know how many George Harrisons there are on the planet?
Harrison.
How do you know you're going to get the right one?
Dies at the age of he was 58. He died in 2001.
Of what?
My grandma loved the Beatles. What did he say before he died? I don't want his last words. What happened?
I'm dying.
Oh, it was lung cancer.
Oh. No, it wasn't.
2 years after surviving a knife attack by an intruder at his Friar Park home. His remains were cremated and the ashes were scattered according to Hindu tradition in a private ceremony in the Ganges in Yamuna rivers in India.
Man's a Force ghost.
Yeah.
He's not dead.
No, he's not.
2001. That's not that.
That's not that long ago.
Actually, yeah, it is.
Fuck.
21 years ago, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This album's 12 years old.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about too.
We had electronic music then?
Yes. We had electronic before that. Way before
that.
Oh my God. But Rhinestone Eyes.
The computer was invented until 2012.
I kind of like this because this even sounds in a weird way nautical in a way, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Donkey. I was thinking Donkey Kong underwater type.
Yeah, like underwater levels.
This song's fantastic.
It is fantastic. I'm a scary gargoyle on the tower.
I was saying this to Rachel. All Oliver Tree had to do was put this effect on his voice, and he could have got away with anything on that fucking album.
I think so too. Honestly, just kind of this.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna give you the raw. Like no, No one asked you to do that. If you're gonna be that exposed, you better be the best goddamn singer out there, and you're not.
Right.
Damon Albarn is not the.
I like Damon's voice.
No, he's got a good voice.
Yeah.
He's got a good timbre. He sounds good, but he's not like. If he was to do an all acoustic album, it would suck.
I think
didn't they kind of do that like on the same year as this album?
Damon has some acoustic stuff. I think
they did. The Gorillaz did a album the same year, and no one talks about it.
There was another thing that he did on the side. It was like his B-sides thing. No, it was something else. He had a project that he just kind of made on his own tablet.
Oh yeah, The Fall.
The Fall.
Yeah.
And I tried getting into The Fall, and it was kind of difficult for me. I didn't spend as much time with it as I wanted to.
I don't think a lot of people liked it.
I don't think a lot of people did either.
Because it needs the...
It was just Damon doing... It needs the
Damon. Balls of like, all the other... Like all the collaboration.
I think it's cool that he did it. I just wasn't a fan of it, personally.
And that's Cowboy Tears.
Yeah. Fucking Cowboy Tears.
This is Cowboy Tears. Or just any effect, like reverb, maybe.
Yeah. Adding something else to it.
Caking fucking reverb.
Yeah.
Kevin Parker, man.
Yeah.
Take that reverb from Tame Impala.
From the beach. Yeah.
Tame Impala would suck without reverb.
Yeah, that is Tame Impala. I think they invented reverb.
They might have. I know they invented one-man bands. For those of you who don't know, Tame Impala
is one person.
His
name is Kevin Parker. Do you even know Kerry King? Yeah, that's the thing with the Gorillaz is that they do throw out some slapping like beats, like instrumental stuff.
It's just
like
crazy that it aged well. Like nothing in 2010 to 2012 in an electronic world aged that well.
Yeah.
Like LMFAO.
Oh yeah, no. Nobody listens to that anymore.
No one.
Yeah.
Skrillex popping off at this time.
Dubstep really isn't anything anybody really it kind of transformed into what is now like
cooler shit,
Coachella kind of house, like that stuff.
And I like the stuff like whatever Flume did. Like it has like a root in it.
Dubstep kind of transformed into kind of like those like Electric Forest kind of like style EDM.
But dubstep also was a thing for a lot longer before than Skrillex came out, and it was way cooler. And
Skrillex kind of just capitalized on it.
They just took this wobble idea and they're like, let's just focus on that. But dubstep used to be so much more atmospheric, and it was way cooler.
Yeah,
but
when Skrillex came out, man,
Americanized.
When Skrillex came out, man, everybody was about it. But
and that fucker used to be in a Warped Tour band.
Yeah, I know. Rhinestone Eyes. I agree with you. Like this stuff could still holds water. Yeah,
it works.
Yeah,
and I don't know how, because I feel like if this was in the hands of anyone else, it would have not aged well. And it might just be the emphasis on melody.
Yeah.
Change ups, it evolves.
And I love the different, and I love how they add elements later into the track. Like they don't just play the same thing over again. They build on it, right? So you just heard that same little.
Someone else wouldn't have written this part right here. They would have gone back to the verse,
right?
Like they wouldn't have done this part.
Yeah.
Or they would have gone straight here and not done the dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
But there's an extra section that wouldn't be in a typical song structure that he added in here, and it's brilliant.
One of my favorite parts of this track, though, is a line where he's talking about right here when he says the word blue. Just listen to when he says blue. Same routine.
Blue. So British.
Boo.
Boo. Oh.
Blue. It's just so British. Blue. But I like how I love the effects it has there. I guess he's saying it's electric, and then it kind of goes chick. But it's really cool. It's such an interesting kind of the
It can pass you by too if you're not paying attention. It could just be a little sleeper, but then you think about it, like, this is quite an interesting development in the song.
So a fan actually took the storyboard, the original storyboard.
Was this not a music video?
No, it was actually just a storyboard, and this is a fan made. It took 6 years of work for them to do this, and then the Gorillaz actually commented a knuckle bump on it. I mean,
that's all you get.
That's all you get. Thanks for all the work.
We'll give you a second emoji if you take 12 years.
Yeah. But this is actually fan made from the storyboard.
I'm not too familiar with like how it should look, but does it look how it should look?
Oh yeah. Let me pull up the actual there's a side-by-side comparison. So let me pull it up.
Oh yeah, pull that up.
So you get to see exactly what they were working with. And they did a really cool job.
Okay, so I have seen the Feel Good Inc. video.
Yeah.
That little fade out. It's really Gorillaz.
Yeah.
And this happens before Stylo, so
yeah.
Just the shit they do before they're running from that bald guy.
Running from Bruce Willis. Yeah. I think somebody made unless it was part of this project, that they actually made a scaled replica of the beach, like of the island.
Oh
and
my!
Like
fucking nerds, man.
Of like a papier mâché.
That's cool though.
Paper mache. Yes.
Oh, what the?
What
were you trying to say?
Papier mache. Papier mache. It's like how some people say paper mache.
Are there like croissant?
Croissant. It's kind of like how the British also say, they don't say aluminum.
Aluminium.
Aluminium, yes. Some of them just say alfoil. They just say alfoil. They don't say aluminium. They just say alfoil.
Yikes.
But it's aluminum.
Aluminum.
Aluminum. That's how it's spelled. Is there even
aluminium?
It's just aluminum, bruh.
There's no I in it, right?
ALUM.
But they said aluminium. That's not even the right. That would spell differently, wouldn't it?
Yep. Yeah, but like this guy did a fucking whoever it was. I say guy, but whoever it was.
Yeah, goddamn.
That made this by Richard Van, but did a really good job at doing this in their time and taking the storyboard and bringing it to life.
Yeah,
honestly, like 6 years to make.
I do need to make a quick correction from last week's episode.
Oh, okay.
When we played the Gunna video, I said, "Wow, there are two Gunnas." I can't see that well to Trevor's screen, so I did not see where it says Future. I also don't know what Future looks like, so when I saw two people on stage, I was like, "Oh, okay, there's two Gunnas." So my mistake. It was my simple reaction to this video I had not seen before.
Still the worst SNL performance ever.
We didn't even talk about how much their mics popped at the P's.
Yeah,
but my apologies, mostly to Future, not to Gunna.
Pushing P's. So that's Rhinestone Eyes. I really enjoyed that. We talked about Stylo. Super Fast Jellyfish is just another.
It's kind of like
it's got that like a 90s kind of
like, hey yeah vibe where it's like actually depressing when you like think about the lyrics.
Yeah,
but it's like such a happy pop.
It has like is the commentary on this kind of just like commercially processed. Like you're eating pretty much garbage and it's bad for you, but it's kind of like in that like fun advertising kind of sound.
Yeah,
that you would hear. So.
But it's catchy. It's like the most like goofy they get on this album.
It's very goofy.
Because compared to Demon Days, which was like kind of goofy a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like this album's definitely the more serious one of the two.
Yeah, so this is Super Fast Jellyfish.
Look, it comes with a toy. I like that. I want a number.
I like that.
I like that.
6 and throw in the plastic. Just enjoy the gritty crunch. It tastes just like chicken.
Basically, I like that.
Tastes just like chicken. It's like gritty crunch.
Man, are you freaking sick and blind. It's a rock.
All mixed in the pot. Mama's homemade from scratch. Well, not quite. Toasted over flames, they be tasting quite right. All hail King Neptune.
This kind of background synth is kind of cool though.
Water breathers, no snail thing too quick for his water feeders. Don't waste time with your net. Our net worth is set. Ready, go. Many know others. We be the colors of the mad and the wicked.
So how, like in the lore, how do they explain the different features? Like, are these supposed to be characters too, or because it's not 2D?
In the Rhinestone Eyes music video, you actually get to see all of them kind of animated into it, so they're just them. They're just them as themselves.
Oh,
so like Snoop Dogg is just Snoop Dogg.
He's Snoop. Okay,
he's just Snoop Dogg in this story. Yeah,
I see. Okay,
yeah.
Well, that's an easy way versus writing a character, because Snoop Dogg's not really trying to be anybody else,
right?
In the video or in the
he just
song.
Okay. Snoop D-O-double-G, big dog.
For the context and clarity.
So let's go to the chorus. You're welcome. Yeah. Right here.
Is that a didgeridoo or a sitar type?
I don't know what that is. Yeah. I feel like I'm listening to some kind of like ska band, kind of like
without the trombones.
Without the trombones. It's missing trombones.
They only work 20% of the time.
Yeah. The trombones.
The trombonist. It's just standing there and clapping.
Yep.
Doing gang vocals.
Yep.
Oh, it's a vocal effect. Never mind.
Yeah. So that's Super Fast Jellyfish. It's just one of the sillier tracks on this album.
It is a song in the album history.
It is a song in this album. And then it goes on to possibly one of my favorite tracks.
I was going to say the same thing.
One of my favorite tracks by Gorillaz. You really get a lot of Damon on this one. I think this one is a masterclass in how a song can transition from a completely different sound to something completely new. And that's Empire Ants featuring Little Dragon. I believe Little Dragon is from, she's one of the vocalists for Talking Heads, I think. Let me look that up. I could be wrong.
Is my Wikipedia? Oh.
Yukumi.
The group is Little Dragon.
Yeah, Yukumi Nagano, who I'm thinking of, is and she is the Swedish songwriter for Little Dragon. But I think, what is it? I might be thinking of a different track. I might be thinking of Dare.
I don't think she's in Talking Heads.
I think I'm thinking of Dare.
Adrian Belew has toured with Talking Heads. That's all I know.
I think I'm thinking of Dare by Gorillaz off of Demon Days. It's all sung by Rosie. Let me see if I can find it. Shit. Sean Ryder of Happy Days. Come on. Single studio track in Black Great frontman Sean Ryder is also sung by Rosie Wilson, also known as Rosa Gabor, with backing vocals from Dave and a piece from UK Records. Let me Google this person real quick. So Little Dragon is just Little Dragon. So I might just be confusing something else. Okay, never mind. I'm completely wrong in there, so correction by me. But Little Dragon is on. I'm sorry, Brock. Little Dragon is on Empire Ants, and she is the vocalist in it. It's a really cool track. So
yeah.
You were saying though, you really like Empire Ants?
I like this song.
Okay, what do you like about it?
I like what you said.
Okay,
that it's got some ethereal beginning. I like that it's a like a linear,
build up,
and build up, very post rock in one sense.
It's a post rock Gorillaz track.
It's not a post rock song, but it's got a structure of like one where we start quiet and we go big.
Yeah.
Versus
it's
like
so
the
calming.
Ups and
it's so peaceful. It's so pretty. So lush.
Lush.
Yes. I wish I had the Polynesian spa.
They should vaporwave this. They probably have done it.
Oh, I'm sure. Probably.
That must be a good one.
Yeah. So you get the full Damon voice experience on this, because this is just Damon singing like Damon. Yeah, it's just very pretty.
It's pretty.
Very relaxing, and it's like Brock was saying, that there's a nice linear build up, so it goes on a little bit longer with Damon singing a little bit more, and it has definitely that these transitions here. It's very like tropical, right? Kind of like Hawaii, kind of like, you're in the ocean type, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on a beach.
A
plastic beach. So from here, you get this build up, which is, it just turns into a completely different track, but also at the same time has a very calming feel, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
And it somehow does it without feeling like a different song too.
Yeah.
That's always a trick.
Yeah. It's
the risk you run with this type of thing.
It's such a nice transition. I love her vocal track.
Little Dragon.
Yes. Very good. Yeah. It's possibly one of my favorite Gorillaz songs. My brother just texted me.
Vinegar?
Vinegar, please, it says. Yeah.
I'll pick some up, please and thanks.
We have to stop by Meyer anyways, so we gotta
I'm not coming.
I I know you're not. I say we, me and Jordan.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
I do have to go to Meyer.
Okay.
Can you give me a ride?
I have to go. I'm going from there. I'm not coming back.
For those of you who don't know, Meyer's a regional grocery store in the Midwest.
Yeah. Empire Ants and then Glitter Freeze. It's the Glitter Freeze. It's the Glitter Freeze. So this is more of an electronic track.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this song because there's no vocals really.
Just it's not from here. It's just kind of
yeah, it's very
electronic.
Yeah, like it's a good song. Just like in the context, I just I don't know if it needed to be here.
Right.
I don't know if it changes anything. But I guess maybe having like a more loud song to bridge between Empire Ants and some kind of nature.
Yeah, I think
maybe that's why it exists.
So I think Glitter Freeze is actually something that is relevant in like nautical terms.
I think you're right.
It's about drugs, obviously.
Obviously. I keep yawning.
Yeah, stop that shit.
I'm sorry, dude. I didn't have my V8 fueling. Where the fuck are you going? Bye. Trevor's dog exited the room.
Yep. Thank you for narrating.
For those wondering what I'm yelling about.
So it's taking me to Reddit.
Uh-oh. Going to Reddit.
Never mind. I guess I might have saw that somewhere else. But anyways, for whatever reason.
Dead end.
Yep. So Glitter Freeze, again, is just kind of an electronic track. I think it's cool. It's nice.
It is cool, but yeah, I don't know. Like, it doesn't feel like the rest.
Yeah. And then we get to some kind of nature with Lou Reed.
How'd he bag Lou Reed, man? That's
I don't know.
Fucking wild.
That is wild.
The more I listen to the song, the more I like it.
Yeah, it took me a bit. I agree with you. I didn't like it at first, and
my features were cut off though.
Yeah.
So I was like, "What? Who the fuck is this?"
Oh, yeah.
And it does change things knowing it's Lou Reed.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool because he's like an old guy, and it's and he becomes robotic towards the end of the song.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. Yeah. No, I like him on this. I don't like him on the Metallica album that came out around this time.
Yeah, Lulu. Yeah. But
I am the table.
But no, this song did grow on me.
Peppy little.
It is peppy.
Yeah.
I like the chorus. It is the weird distorted noise that it starts with and is in the background is an interesting. I don't even know how they did that. That noise. Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
And it kind of
like a distorted duck quacking.
Yeah. But it kind of continues this narrative of like nature and industry and, these things are manufactured and, these things are, like it. I think a lot of the theme of this album is, the plastics and synthetics and like just like weird, like pollution and stuff like that. I feel like too. And it's kind of like industry is taking over type of a feeling, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's commercialism, going back to like maybe super fast jellyfish, and then factories and,
I'd like to see Plastic Beats too that like goes over how industries pretended to be fixing the problem, but just ended up having a very clever marketing campaign of organic shit. So like faux organic stuff would be really fun.
Yeah.
Because nothing's really changed. Just green marketing and greenwashing has. Like Fiji water still being sold in plastic bottles.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be nature's choice.
Yeah.
It's in a fucking plastic bottle. What do you mean?
Yeah.
The water was always fine.
Yeah.
You think you're better in Dasani?
Dasani.
Probably from a pH. The water in Dasani actually is hot garbage. So maybe I should have picked a different one.
Makes you more thirsty. It's like somehow I'm more dehydrated after drinking Dasani.
Aren't they the worst? Like, I'll take one if I'm at a fucking music festival because that's the only thing they sell because it's probably cheap as shit to buy. But it's like probably why your skin peels off faster is because you drink too much Dasani.
It's causing your skin to peel off.
I drink Aquafina because I'm better.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, fuck all water.
Yeah, just fuck water, dude.
Fuck water, man. There's no good water out there. Smart water.
Smart water.
Yeah, I don't know, some Facebook video, like they had like a pH test and like the Dasani turned like green, which I think is bad. Like, you might as well drink a battery.
Oh, God.
On that acid.
On that note.
Or have a lot of bad.
Bad
is
and all right, so let's go on to Melancholy Hill.
Oh, fucking hell.
Melancholy Hill is
I'm really depressed about the planet.
Okay. So Melancholy Hill is probably the most popular track on this entire album. It's very poppy. It has kind of somber, uplifting vibe to it. It's very much like I was telling Brock. I think it's like Beatles were more recent, but I do love this track.
With a little disco.
It has kind of like this feeling of hope to it. Kind of like,
but nope.
Yeah, hope but nope. I like that. Describe yourself in a few words. Hope but nope. I like that.
Even being on a hill, which is up, but
Melancholy
being melancholic, which is low.
Yes. There's the parallels.
It's the paradox. The the juxtaposition of the yin and the yang.
Yes.
That's all I got.
That's
my profound philosophical quip.
Yeah.
Everyone knows this song.
Yeah, everybody should know this song pretty much. It's this song has like 362 million plays. Like, this song is very well known. That's Melancholy Hill.
Probably 7 of them.
Yeah. 7 million or 7 total?
7.
Okay.
I think I listen on Apple Music more.
Okay, yeah.
I just pick and choose which one. Sometimes I'm like in the middle of a playlist and I have to hop because I'm rich and I have both Apple and Spotify because I want to be Thanos.
Okay.
But
equally balanced as all things should be.
Let me tell you about fucking Rhapsody.
Okay.
Tyler uses Rhapsody.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Rhapsody had some shit that you can't get anywhere else though.
What's that? Like music wise, you're saying?
Yeah, like some raw black metal shit.
Oh, okay.
But not enough for me to want to get it. That's why I have both, because sometimes there's a song or an album that's on Spotify, but not Apple, like Winterland. But I have the CD, so it's on Apple.
So next we have...
That's my TED Talk.
Okay. Next we have is Broken, which I think Broken is kind of a fun track too. It's kind of it's just so calm and soothing, and I like it. I like Broken a lot. It's just kind of a chill kind of... I could see this being vaporwaved. It's just very chill. Skipping ahead a bit.
A little organ.
Yeah. If there was no vocals on this, it would probably just sound like Napoleon Dynamite music.
Yeah.
But
it's true. It would be cool to have an instrumental of this. It'd be like,
yeah,
it would be good background music. It's got some like, I don't know, it gives me a little bit of Massive Attack vibes.
Yeah.
But maybe they're a little more subdued.
Mm-hmm.
The glitter freeze.
He references the glitter freeze again. So, yeah. But that is Broken. And then Sweepstakes is kind of another interesting track.
Yeah.
Some more.
I like a little Mos Def for sure.
Yes.
This song, though.
Sweepstakes.
Do you listen to this one often?
Not really.
No, it's kind of like track 3
honestly,
for you.
12 down. Really nothing else in here. To Binge is good.
Yeah, To Binge and Plastic Beach. I mean, those are pretty good songs.
Yeah, but Cloud of Unknowing and Pirate Jet, I don't really.
You have to have heard the whole album to really like the last two. Like, you can't just go into them. Cloud of Unknowing is like really good and somber and. Like it sums up the album really well, but like to piece it out and be like, we're fucking jamming the Cloud of Unknowing on our our 4-minute drive,
right?
But yeah, I like it. I think it's good. I mean, Sweepstakes
of all the rap features on this, I think Sweepstakes is probably my favorite. I would say compared to like Super Fast Jellyfish.
Yeah, like it gives me like,
other than Snoop Dogg, of course.
Like, it reminds me of Against All Logic, which it's a little project that came out later. But like, you have to be in a mood for this because it's not like the beat's kind of hard to really vibe with unless you really want unless you choose chaos for the day.
Yeah, you woke up and you chose chaos.
Yeah,
I like this part. I like this horn part.
It evolves really nicely.
Yeah, like right here when the horns pick up again. This is that hypnotic brass ensemble. It's really cool the way it's bouncy.
But I love Mos Def, man. I wish he was featured on some of the other songs that he's not on that has a hip hop feature.
Yeah,
he's got such a cool voice.
Yeah.
I learned he was on like a lot of songs, but there was like a shit ton written, but only a handful made it on. And I only listened to the regular version of this album. I didn't go past Pirate Jet because I think there's like a deluxe edition.
Okay.
So I don't know about
I didn't know.
That's good because I have no thoughts on the bonus tracks.
Me either. So then Plastic Beach.
I usually don't do that. Plastic Beach is good.
Brown, 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 brown.
Sometimes I think of Dangerous Woman by Ariana Grande.
Okay.
When I hear this intro. You would know why if you heard it.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard that track.
Yeah, this is fun. This is Gorillaz, man.
Yeah.
This is fucking Gorillaz as fuck.
This is Gorillaz as fuck. Yeah, those are cool. Kind of arpeggios.
What does that mean? Did I send it to you? It was like, I don't know how to rap music. I'm just going to let the arpeggiator do its thing. I don't need no fucking theory. Casio.
Yep. Just a nice little jam.
Love it.
All right, and then to binge.
This gives me MGMT vibes. Too.
Yeah, I agree.
But like the song I'm thinking of came out the same year, so I don't know if there was any crossover.
I'm just skipping around a bit. So, and if it feels like I'm kind of rushing through these next ones, it's just because, we are getting close to the time that I do have to get ready to go.
Trevor secretly hates those songs.
No. Oh my God. If I get more people coming after us like the Kate Bush fans did, telling us like, no, you did not talk about everything.
Yes, we did. Everything relevant.
Yeah, it's mostly a personal. I got a time crunch. I did spend more time with other tracks I know. But honestly, I never really have spent a whole lot of time with the last few tracks. I have spent some time with To Binge, not so much with track Cloud of Unknowing and Pirate Jet. But everything else I'm fairly familiar with. And I really enjoy this album. It's a nice, like I say, for me, it's the time of year I like to put this one on. And sometimes I just like listening to Empire Ants. I just put that on. It's probably my favorite track on this. And then also sometimes Stylo and Rhinestone Eyes. I like that those two are right next to each other because I just put on Rhinestone Eyes and let it go to Stylo. And then once Super Fast Jellyfish comes, I just kind of switch to something else. Honestly, it's kind of like how I usually experience Plastic Beach, or I'll skip to Empire Ants and then go skip a few, and then I'll go to now. Now that I've spent more time with this album, I think I would spend more time with Some Kind of Nature because I agree with you. Having listened to it some more and spending more time with it, it has grown on me. It's it's very positive, kind of a nice, kind of uplifting track. I do like it more now that I spent more time with it. And that's really all I have much left to say because I know, like I said, I have not a lot of time left. Do you have anything else to say about this album? Anything else that stuck out to you? Did you enjoy your time this week listening to it?
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it was good.
We did a really weird turn of like a bunch of metal albums going to this. And I think this kind of was a weird direction to take. So hopefully that didn't take you off of any path you were taking. But
nah, man.
But yeah, no,
you can't shake me. But I hate to break it to you.
Oh, we're going back to metal. We're going back to metal. This was just a little road bump.
Back on the road.
We're getting back on the road. So what are we listening to?
No, so I think like a week or two ago, there's this metal magazine called Decibel. I don't know if you ever
Decibel?
Heard of Decibel, yeah.
Is it Decibel or like it's spelled like Decibel?
Decibel.
What? Okay, just continue.
Well, yeah. So they, I guess, had a Hall of Fame apparently. So they like elected like bands into it because they like their music or something.
Oh, that sounds why they would do that. Yeah.
It's also the 15th year anniversary.
Yeah.
Of one of my babies, and I mean like baby, a baby of mine. Like,
babies. Okay.
Yeah, I want you to shit on one of my babies.
Okay.
So we're gonna do Wolves in the Throne Room.
Wolves in the Throne Room.
Two Hunters. Album.
Oh wow, this is a band that you talked about a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to see like when I heard it, I was younger, obviously.
Yeah.
And they served a special place
in
my life.
Which one was it? Thrice Woven?
Two Hunters.
Two Hunters, okay. It's cool because you can totally tell what's going on in this album cover.
You can?
I'm joking.
On a Reddit, I had to look up how their logo was actually written in there. But no, these guys got me. These put me on like the path for liking more black metal. I mean, this was like, I mean, there was Death Heaven and Agalloch before them, but I think this is like truly where it, like, you know, meets kind of stylistically what a lot of black metal bands do or have done, especially in the atmospheric side of things. So I think it holds up. You know, maybe hearing after, you know, you hearing a bunch of other black metal albums, I don't know, maybe this one will be like to you.
Well,
but
I know I've listened to Wolves in the Throne Room with you before. And I don't know how much I could differentiate what we all listened to back in the day, like from like maybe Agalloch to this, like the differences and because we listened to a lot of different stuff. So I'm actually excited to spend time with this because I know how much this band means to you and how much you talk about them. So to spend more time listening to them to really, you know, who knows? Maybe this will be my new Agalloch because I love Agalloch.
Yeah,
so
maybe. I don't know. I don't know if you'll like them better than Agalloch.
Okay. I
think Agalloch has a lot of other shit going on.
Okay.
That is nice. But you'll definitely like track one, knowing kind of your like the more ambient type of stuff you like. So you'll like that for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I learned a lot of like what I wanted to make, like how I wanted to structure music based on like this album. And I tried to take as much of that into like the early stuff I worked on after hearing this.
Yeah.
So I mean, these guys definitely kind of paved that way for like how I like to write and develop songs and riffs and whatnot. I mean, a lot of people say this is an overrated album, but I mean, I just think it's kind of good, and that's why a lot of people talk about it.
Okay.
But yeah. And I also I was gonna bring the magazine so you could take a look at their little interview.
Definitely bring that with you for next weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, bring that with you.
Yeah, it's just like a little Q&A. I don't know if it'll be that interesting.
No, bring it.
On it.
Okay. It might be interesting, but we'll be listening to Two Hunters by Wolves in the Throne Room. And we'll see you guys next week, guys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That was a good show. I liked the part with
I like the part where we talked about the Gorillaz.
I like the Gorillaz
part. The Gorillaz part.
It's okay, Trevor.
Monkey.